The most famous NBA star got bored, so he dressed as a woman to play in the WNBA. And incidentally won a championship. Isn't he worried about getting caught cross-dressing? Jamal was the brightest star in the NBA. Unmatched on the court, he had a massive ego and thought no one could match his skills. Fans asked for autographs, and he just stamped them with a seal, thinking the whole court belonged to him only. If someone dared to take his ball, he fouled them deliberately, never allowing anyone to overshadow him. He quickly got 5 fouls, and the coach was afraid of him getting a 6th. Benched him. Jamal threw a fit and said, "I am the one who scores. The whole team is me. Every team in the league wants me. How dare you bench me?" He ripped off his jersey, threw it at the coach's face and walked out. People sighed in disappointment. This player was too arrogant. Jamal jumped onto the bleachers, took off his pants, and threw them into the crowd, giving an unexpected strip show. He was eventually escorted out by security, due to the negative impact. His agent issued an apology, but Jamal didn't care. He threw a wild party at home, and the TV broadcast him being indefinitely suspended. All his friends left him. Jamal asked his agent to find him a new team. His agent reached out to every team, but they all turned him down. He had no market value anymore. His agent also terminated their contract. Jamal didn't mind. He believed he had enough money to last several lifetimes. But his lavish spending quickly led to bankruptcy. His luxury cars were repossessed. His mansion was auctioned. And his girlfriend dumped him because he became poor. His agent, after a challenging negotiation, secured him one last chance with a team in the league. But Jamal continued to display arrogance and disrespect towards the committee. His professional career was over. Jamal, left with nothing, had to move in with his aunt, an NBA player, now ridiculed by a little girl. "Can't you even pass the ball anymore?" Watching the little girl playing basketball, Jamal had an idea. He called his agent and claimed to have found a one-of-a-kind female basketball player. The agent was intrigued and reached out to a female basketball team. Jamal himself showed up, dressed as a woman. It's quite surprising he had an attractive disguise. The agent was still oblivious. Jamal displayed exceptional skills, outshining the female players. He scored a basket with a 360-degree turn, astonishing the coach. The agent and the coach thought they had struck gold and decided to sign her. Jamal also got a new name, Anna, on the signing day. As the contract was faxed, Jamal dramatically removed his wig, revealing his true identity. The agent burst into tears. "You really want to end my career?" He wanted to withdraw the fax, but Jamal resisted. In the midst of the struggle, their secretary walked in, assuming she stepped into an R-rated incident, and the fax was sent at that moment. The deal was done. In order to keep his job, the agent had no choice but to help Jamal hide this fact. An NBA male star playing in the WNBA was incredibly talented. Jamal's first game was sensational. He captured the audience with a 360-degree turn dunk, turning the whole arena ecstatic. However, he couldn't shake his arrogance. The whole arena could only watch him perform, and he continued to refuse to pass the ball to other teammates. He fouled frequently, even if he racked up the points, but he didn't know a thing about teamwork, still causing the team to lose. The team captain demanded Jamal's dismissal after a game. However, due to another lead player's injury and a lack of alternatives, the coach couldn't afford to do so. At the moment, Jamal's false breasts fell out and stick to the glass, but luckily no one noticed. The captain wanted Jamal to understand that in order to win, it is important to learn to play as a team. But arrogant as Jamal, he wouldn't listen a word. He said, "If you want to win, just pass me the ball." The captain had nothing to say. Jamal still wouldn't pass the ball during training, even if the captain was constantly telling him to do so. The coach could do nothing but stop the training. She asked them to practicing passing the ball to each other, but they started playing one-on-one once the coach left. Jamal completely defeated her, threw the ball to the buttock of the captain with a fake move, easily made the goal. He turned and scored again, without passing the ball to the captain. Jamal thought that he wouldn't need a teammate with his skills. Surprisingly, unlike before, the captain began to display generosity, even complimenting Jamal's skills. This helped Jamal start to accept the captain, and 2 of them made a date for a facial. Jamal, now dressed as a woman and playing for the WNBA, quickly became a lead player. The team captain took him to the facial, something he had never experienced before. A masseuse gave him excruciating pain, and it's even worse during the hair removal. But what was more embarrassing is yet to come. Jamal was driving his shabby car, but got pulled over by the police because he's driving too fast. Jamal presented his male driver's license, which confused the police. He falsely claimed to have undergone gender reassignment surgery. The police asked him to do a turn, The situation took an unexpected turn when the police officer revealed he also enjoyed cross-dressing. So he let Jamal go. In the next game, Jamal still wouldn't pass the ball, but he accidentally let go of the ball. And captain caught it coincidentally, and scored with a layup. Just as Jamal was frustrated by his mistake, the coach was cheering for him. His teammates praised him, and the captain celebrated the score with him. He began to understand the value of making assists. Realizing a better teamwork can win the games, he started to make unforeseeable passes, helping his teammates to score. Didn't forget to grope around while celebrating with others. Their teamwork helps them win the game. The coach also gave the basketball that represented the best player to Jamal. This is the honor he never received before. He then passed the ball to other team members. He gradually recognized that only by unity, they could achieve greater success. How to bathe in a women's bathroom while cross-dressing as a man. Just don't take your clothes off under any circumstance. So, he came up with a clever solution. He bathed while fully dressed. His teammates were left baffled, and he explained that this was his secret to winning games. Jamal's transformation made him the team's leader, and they began winning consecutive matches. He became the most dazzling star in the WNBA. Interestingly, others started imitating him by bathing with their clothes on. But a crisis emerged during the physical examination, which almost led to Jamal's retirement. An NBA male star infiltrated the female basketball league. The physical examination posed a challenge for him. The doctor instructed him to undress for the checkup. So he pulled out a set of doll's clothing, which shocked the doctor into unconsciousness. Jamal escaped with his car, and he found his agent to put an end to this absurdity. However, the agent was reluctant to do so because Anna, Jamal's female persona, was more profitable than Jamal. She was a hit in advertisements, and her friendly and team-oriented character, unlike Jamal's arrogance, made Jamal feel ashamed. He didn't care about the advertisements. He wanted to get back to the NBA. The agent gave him some good news. Due to pressure from his former fans online, the league decided to give him another chance. However, the hearing coincided with a critical semifinal game, and neither the hearing nor the game's schedule could be changed. After much hesitation, Jamal chose the game. He had developed a deep bond with his teammates, and couldn't let them down. At the last moment, he arrived at the game, which was a tough match against a strong opponent. The team captain and Jamal's perfect teamwork quickly earned them points, but their rivals caught up, and the score was neck and neck. This was the last minute of the game, and the team was trailing by 1 point. Jamal made a steal, ran quickly to the basket, and executed a slam dunk, a spectacular game-winning move that even shattered the backboard. Jamal also fell to the ground. The team won the game. The teammates cheered with joy, and Jamal also jumped up with happiness. But at the next moment, his teammates' faces were frozen. Jamal's wig fell off, and breast pads were gone. The camera zoomed in on Jamal, and everyone recognized his true identity. The teammates couldn't accept Jamal's male identity, and his cross-dressing incident made him obnoxious to everyone again. Jamal's life became a mess once again, and his team lost their momentum. They performed poorly in the finals, committing repeated mistakes. An NBA star playing in the WNBA. After a dunk, he got excited and forgot to hide his identity. Jamal had been benched, and his team was about to lose. Even the team captain believed they couldn't win without Jamal. Watching these events on TV, Jamal couldn't sit still. He stormed into the women's locker room, and his teammates looked at him with disgust. Despite this, Jamal expressed his true feelings. In the past, I thought being a star on the court was the most important thing. But you all taught me that the most important thing is unity. You could win without me before, and you can do it now. Encouraged by Jamal, the teammates regained their confidence, and in the second half of the game, they made an astonishing comeback with imposing attitude, getting back their previous momentum, ultimately securing the championship. The captain also discovered Jamal's love letter, understanding his feelings. On the other side, Jamal's hearing resumed. The commissioners believed that Jamal was arrogant and self-centered, who had cross-dressed to attend the women's league, had created chaos in the league. At this moment, his newly crowned teammates barged in. They forgave Jamal, and credited him with their victory. They showed that Jamal had transformed, and they even gifted him the championship ring. The commissioners finally believed Jamal's lifetime ban was lifted. The captain also accepted Jamal's confession. Jamal fulfilled his dream of returning to the NBA, not as a star but as a player who loved playing basketball. The end. This film is called Juwanna Mann. The question for this episode: if the protagonist could choose to be a man or a woman, would you prefer him to be a man or a woman? If you like him as a man, comment 111. If you like him as a woman, comment 222. Or both, comment 333. This film is fun to watch, It's also a comedy. When you're feeling down, watching it is sure to lift your spirits. I recommend watching it. That's all for this episode. Remember to like and subscribe. See you next time. Bye.